So with the new loot revamp, basically making every single loot overbuffed, I thought to myself, how much money can I make from one rate of just all this junk, to be honest, because junk is probably the most common item that you will find in raid. Everything from GPUs to scrap metal is all classified as junk items. So, what we will be going in today is we got a Ragnar with just a couple survival stuff, and we will see how much I can get out of raid. I only have 17 kilograms. I have just a Glock and one magazine of 9mm, 100 bullets in total, and we will see how much money exactly can you make from one raid worth of just junk, because they added new junk to the game, so hopefully that means that we can actually earn a lot of money from taking out junk, and yeah, I will see you guys in raid. All right, so starting off, we bring ourselves to Matkam, yes, right out the gate, because Matkam, yes, is one of the few remaining night maps. Therefore the loot must certainly be better, per se. So so uh maybe not all of you are exactly you know exactly what constitutes junk items, but we'll just go along with it as we go along. But basically, junk items are basically defined as anything that doesn't really have a use outside of being sold, or having some very hyper specific cases like GPUs and stuff like that. So you know, stuff like the SSD cards and stuff don't have a use, but stuff like GPUs can be sold, which I obviously won't do, but let's see. This is just for later. Ideally, ideally I would try to dedicate as much space as I can to just junk, but unironically, we haven't found we have found everything but junk so far. Water is not considered junk, but I will take it anyways. So 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 ammunition and attachments are not considered junk, so we don't take them. All this food though, such a shame. For our first junk item, of course, has to be the Karuna money stack, I guess. I mean, if this were specifically a video on just taking everything that we see, then maybe so, but unfortunately, I did say junk items, and I do kind of have to follow through with that. Backpack's not a junk item. This is a junk item. The thermometer gun. Phone, okay. This is used to do a quick blood test. I used to work in the hospital, and they would take your blood one of two ways. There would be one that would be a 5 minute wait to get the results, and then there would be another that would take probably about 2 hours, and the one that I picked up was the 2 hour one. I'm not sure exactly if this constitutes I mean, this is technically ammo crafting. We'll take the flare gun. Okay. The inhaler, definitely. This is also definitely considered junk loot. All right. Okay. Yeah, definitely. You can pick and choose, of course, what you actually want and don't want from your thing, but I'm just gonna take everything, cause what's likely gonna end up happening is that I'm not gonna really run out of run out of space to carry stuff, and even then I can just choose to, you know, not take certain things. But most of the junk items are just pretty much like small stuff. I think the biggest junk item you can take is probably like the motherboard or a fishing rod, and well, we obviously don't have that from the look. We won't be definitely most likely getting that, so.
Hejty, gdzie by nie mógł kikać mu?
Alright, we've come across our first PC case, so we can take a gander at something useful to find in here at the very least. It's not very often you see me running something like this. Alright, so these are all useful. I don't know so much about. I'm debating not taking the motherboard with me because it's just so huge. Yeah, I think we're probably not gonna. I think we're probably not gonna end up not taking it because honestly, it's a little bit too big to carry, and I don't really know its value, but I mean it's definitely worth at least a little bit. I'm gonna take this with me. So we're not really going to. I don't think we're gonna exfil here. So I think the exfil that's blocked for me is probably bridge exfil. Can't see anything. Scrap metal. Okay, that's a junk item. Oh, there's absolutely nothing here. Alright, so let's check this area. I don't know if a USB dongle is considered an item, because, I mean, quite frankly, it's kind of more like a PC fan. Okay. There is no motherboard. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is junk. We're filling up. We're making our way. We're making our way up in the world. This is just an Albath, right? Okay. Apparently, with the new loot update, they completely removed the Promodals from spawning in in those chests, or not chests, medicine crates. I don't know if that's an intended feature or not, but irregardless, it does slightly hurt a little bit because right now I'm at the current point in time where healing with a promotal would be nice, but of course I don't have access to one. This is not really considered a junk item, but I'll keep it anyways because we're not running out anytime soon, so. But if it comes down to that point, I would just sell the I will only sell the junk items to see how much we earn from it. Of course, I mean, you know, junk items are obviously just like 1%, probably about only half of the stuff you can actually take out of the game. You can literally carry so much more. You can carry literally like stuff like this. You can carry and sell guns. You can basically anything that you can grab, you can take out of raid to sell, obviously. But junk items are pretty much completely overlooked, unless we are specifically talking about GPUs. And even then, like, you only need so many GPUs for your crypto mining farm, or intel farm I should say. And then once that's done, then the GPUs just basically become another generic item for you to, you know, just sell, because it's just not. Huh. I actually got him. Crazy. I guess you really do miss 100% of the shots you don't take, huh? There really is no telling these days where the hell the flare spawns are, huh? Well, luckily for us, it's not the point today. What? Someone asked me actually, like, is the flare gun actually worth anything? I had never thought about it. I never thought about selling a flare gun, but that is a very fair question. Also, if you're wondering why I'm carrying so light, it's because I specifically brought a nice new sound. It's because I specifically brought a Mamba gear for this. Full Mamba gear. Which you might think is a terrible idea, but you gotta remember that I don't care. It's a video game. No, but seriously though, it's if you have the gear, you might as well use it. It's a tier 6 armor, which is the current highest you can get, but it's so light. So why would you not? Use it? Because the bots aren't gonna shoot at anything that matters. I can tell you that much. So there's literally almost next to no consequence when running this gun, at the very least, the way I see it. It's a little bit of a weird gun, the carry, but it can work. So this gun's chambered in 7.62 by 25. I think the only redeeming quality about it is that it has a drum mag. Never used it before, but if you wanna, I guess if you wanna pretend like you're playing Into the Radius, I guess. Because well, at least where I'm concerned, I only remember this gun ever being in Into the Radius. Got some Mussolini. This is like crazy glue or something. Can you believe we're still only 42 kilograms? An M9 Beretta. These things used to be so rare, and then once they overhauled the loot update, they like update it to have like crazy constant spawns. So now it's not really that rare anymore. But well, I did upload a video on it, talking about seeing if it's a good gun or not. The results were kind of mixed. Classified documents could be worth a little bit. Unfortunately, since this is I would classify this as a weapon attachment, I cannot sell it, which is kind of a shame because actually those guns are actually not those guns. The suppressors are actually worth quite a bit of dosh. Like I remember my last wipe, which was the wipe that I got the Omega Secure container. The main way that I would earn money for Spectre would be to sell those things, those attachments. I mean, to be honest, if I actually gave a shit about getting the Omega Secure container again, which I've heard after the loot overhaul update is kind of impossible because apparently they changed something that made it so that you can't get like a quest item. I think it might have been like Promadol or something. No telling, really. But you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's still, I still see it as like, you know, would you consider the Identity X a alright, no boss. I had to do a double take there for a second. Well, they're converging on me. Let's go kill them. Nice new sound. Just so we can take this tackle box as well. So for this specific wipe, I'm actually really stingy about selling junk items because I actually for some reason have taken it upon myself to basically just keep every junk item that I have that I've taken out of raid. I'm not joking. If you've ever seen like my kiosk, which I mish, which it's most likely I'm gonna show it to you later. I basically just have everything stockpiled there. So much so that it just got too much to the point where I had to start putting stuff in the storage room, which is typically where I keep all my medicine. But now it basically houses like everything else that isn't like the bigger stuff, like the motherboards and whatever. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start putting fishing rods down in there too, because it's getting pretty ridiculous. A little bit of lag there, but oh well. Hold on, sorry. See if we got anything in here. a bar. Of course we get a freaking bar. I swear, every single time I play this game, a bar comes up. We have, I don't want to call this a Geiger counter, but it looks a lot like a Geiger counter. So, ingenuity of mankind here. We can actually double maximize the amount of stuff that we take out by basically whatever that we find we can also put in this bag. Tech Technically we can go really overboard and we could carry 2 Ragnar's worth of shit, but let's be honest, like, do you really want me to do that? Like, at that point it's just kind of unfair. I found this in rate, so I would consider it fair. You know. Of course, we're not scouring the entire map for stuff. That's not gonna happen because quite frankly, if I probably lose my mind if I try. But whatever we come across, we will try to we will see what we got and take what we can get. I'm mainly just hitting like the main areas. Don't take any guns. I mean, maybe it would be different if I were taking like everything that I saw, but obviously that's not the point of the video. Spark plug. Okay. Oh wow, I wonder what's in here. I'm going to check this tram over here and then go down this way. Let's see. Nothing that we can take. Okay, phone. This thing. What exactly is this? That's a foul mag, right? Alright. Let's go this way, and then we will circle back around the cathedral, see if we miss anything. Gonna check this area first, then I'm gonna circle around to over there. One great thing about PvE is that the whole world's at your fingertips. You don't have to compete with anyone for anything. And I mean, you can kind of see it as like boring, but I disagree. Nothing. I think being able to open loot crates without the adrenaline basically flooding my vision is a very great thing to occur. No, that box probably not worth it. USP. Can't wait for the new wipe to happen and for the entire thing to be completely revamped, so that you no longer are able to buy guns, cause that's gonna add a lot of flavor to the game now. I mean, buying guns was fun, sure, and I mean, I guess you can still technically do it once the player market comes. I don't know how it is for PvE, but I know for sure that in the case of PvP, it's going to be basically like a very great quality of life improvement, or at least I believe some people would think so. I think most people would actually just doom post in the Reddit like they always do, because it is basically second nature for you Tabor redditors at this point in time. All you do is complain about how stupid and broken the game is, or how you died, telling Tabor to fix your game, and then getting mad when people say you have a skill issue, even and then I give you a chance, and then I read your post, and then turns out it is a legitimate skill issue. You know, people, I think it's really stupid when people say like they someone, they shot someone 50 times and then they didn't die. When if anything, that is just kind of
X, kurva X62.
that just kind of proves the point about the whole skill issue thing, because it really isn't because if you shot someone 50 times, they would be dead. You know, it's not, you don't shoot someone 50 times and then they don't go down, unless in the case that they were either cheating or and this is gonna anger everyone, but this is most likely what actually happened. You missed all your shots because you're shit at the game. I think a lot of people need to realize that they're actually just completely ass at the game, and it's not the game, and it's not Scott's fault, because Scott doesn't design the game. Of course there are bugs and stuff, but once again, that's not his fault. Telling Scott to fix his game is not gonna fix the game, because he's not the one telling you, he's not the one coding the game as far as I'm concerned. He's directing the game, yes, but that doesn't mean that he's directly involved with the game. So Scott chooses what is a priority to fix and what is not. If he says that something is not a priority to get fixed, it most likely won't actually get fixed for a while, because some stuff is seen as a non-issue and some stuff are seen as issues. Like, for example, when nobody was happy that they replaced the cabinet with that one weird like thing in the level 2 room, Scott actually fixed it. So, or Scott actually said that, yo, you guys told his developers, yo, change this now, people are not happy with it. So people do actually listen. So they do actually listen to the community. The reason why they end up actually banning people and stuff like that is because you guys are quite frankly just a bunch of fucking whiners. I've seen it. Don't think I haven't. You know, you guys think you slick, but when you go onto Reddit once again to complain about every stupid little thing, turns out that half the time it's actually more so your fault than your actual fault. Wanting to get unbanned for saying slurs is something that I've definitely seen, and I'm just flabbergasted at the ability to even think that you deserve to be unbanned. Because let me just make it very clear, they have rules. You break them, they're well within the right to take upon whatever disciplinary action they do, because at the end of the day, you are in their house. If you came, that's not, pause on that. If you walked into someone's house and you immediately ripped up all their upholstery, you would be expected to get out of the house, because no one wants a rowdy guest. You walk into the Tabor subreddit, and then you do stupid shit. You say stupid things. You try to act brand new. You play fire, get burned. That's the way life works. Just like how I myself am the sole user of my channel. Therefore, I reserve the right to carry out any disciplinary action on any viewer that I don't like. I have full and complete control of who I get to choose watches my videos or not. And that is the hard truth that some of y'all need to accept, because the way you guys talk to me on the internet, y'all think y'all slick or something. Trust me, I I have gotten one of you grounded for acting brand new before, all right? That's a legitimate story. Y'all think y'all slick, huh? I've literally like had one of you grounded for like a couple months with no fucking hope to go and get your to go and be ungrounded. I think the strength in that gun might be more so its ability to actually, like, you know.
Забил, пацан-то.
Alright, I think we've basically made like an entire round around the map, to be honest. I think we're mostly done here. Let's head to the cathedral exfil and then just get out. Oh, accidentally opened my secure container, because yes, I actually somehow have gotten the smaller secure container, which, as far as PvE concerned, that's the most important. That's the only one that you need, baby. Why do you need anything bigger than a Delta secure container if you're a PvE player? Be honest. Actually, I think to be honest, most people just need the Alpha secure container. The Omega secure container seems really unnecessary. Sorry, I just wanted to get it as like a little like a pres like a prestige thing once, because it was added that wipe, and I guess I felt the need to prove something. I don't know. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Since we're exfilling very soon, the backpack's over there. We're going back and we're grabbing the and we're gonna go grab the
Забил, пацан-то.
this is exactly what I need. Nope. This is 10mm, isn't it? Guess I forgot to look for a PC fan. Alright. We'll grab the motherboard and we'll get. And maybe I'll grab one of these guns just in case, because I'm pretty sure that there might be someone waiting outside for me. But once we... Okay. Sure. So, what will be our profits, I wonder? We're gonna have to go and throw a lot of shit into the raid. Of course, this is Makamiya's night. I was planning to do more than one raid, but obviously we can't really do that because Jesus Christ, this took way too long. Took way too long for just one raid. So let's just do this one raid. I know this is not a real quantitative unit measurement. I always try 3 raids, but for this video we're doing 1. Alright, so we have first the motherboard, and then we have this, definitely not this. We have all this junk here. Honestly, we we had a we had a pretty good junk rate. I bet if we went to one of the larger maps, we could definitely find more shit, but as far as I'm concerned, this is good enough as is already. So we got all the spark plugs, all the other stupid shit. Got tackle box, got the Geiger counter, we got this, we got this. All these USB charger hits, pile of nails, the phone, fire starters, I believe. The Advantage confidential documents, which is definitely considered a junk item. Got the RAM, got some random stuff here, whatever. Okay, yeah, let's just keep going. And we are done, I believe. There's nothing in here that is considered a junk item anymore. Alright, so let's see how much we got. 130,000. Okay. Uh this is obviously like not overly accurate because obviously you want to sell it to like some other guys, but 130,000 for basically an all junk rate is honestly not that bad, all things considered. There's some other stuff that we could have taken, as you can see, like this is stuff. If we got lucky, we got a hack tool, we could have gone stolen valor, you know. If we got these are tech streamer items are technically considered junk items, but if I got like TD's milk or something, I definitely would have brought it in. Some of like the real high value items, or you know you could get like poker chips or the heart of Tabor, but honestly, this is all not bad for a run. I mean, 131k. I mean, just keep in mind, you still this is only junk. You will definitely be selling like whatever guns that you bring that you take out of rate amongst other things, yada yada yada. So honestly, not half bad. But that's gonna be it for this video. Honestly, a little bit of a short video. I hope you guys enjoyed. So obviously, it's probably easier if you just brought out whatever looks the most valuable, and then that would be good enough. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.